Get in the game with NFL Sunday Ticket from Rev TV. You'll get every game every Sunday afternoon in crystal clear HD. That's over 220 football games for the entire regular season. Plus, NFL Sunday Ticket gives you up to 8 live games on one screen with Game Mix. You'll get that died and woke up in football heaven experience when you include NFL Red Zone, a channel dedicated to every scoring play from every game and all your fantasy football teams. Get in the game with NFL Sunday Ticket. Call 601-8992 today.
Good evening, Bahamas. You're tuned into NB12 Weekend, broadcasting from Cable 12 Studios in Robinson Road. Coming up tonight in news, just about a year later and still no contractor selected to rebuild the burnt male dorm at Bamsi. A new COB study shows many of their students and faculty would welcome a new tax to fund national health insurance, while many are skeptical of government. More people looking to web shops for employment, plus how will you treat your pets this holiday season? We've got those stories and more coming up tonight. I'm Kyle Joaquin, and NB12 Weekend starts now. Welcome once again to NB12. It's been almost a year since the male dorm at Bamsi was set afire, and despite government's plans to tear down the charred shell and rebuild a new one, a contractor has still not been identified. State Minister for Works Arnold Forbes revealed to NB12 that the process is actually taking a bit longer than government had anticipated.
We're in the process of looking at that now, and I'm sure that by early next year we will make some movement on as far as that dorm is concerned, and a contractor to rebuild it.
The dorm was set afire on January 15th, and it was later revealed that the contractor did not have all-risk insurance. Deputy Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis has already indicated that Audley Hanna of Paradigm Construction, who built the male dorm, would not get the new contract. Back in September, Agriculture Minister V. Alfred Gray said the dorm would be torn down that month. However, as we now approach December, the State Minister for Works is saying before the new year, the burnt male dorm should be demolished.
That structure will be demolished, I would say within the next probably 5 to 6 weeks. There should be that structure will be demolished.
Forbes called the fire and the delayed completion of Bamsi growing pains.
For a country where we've lived, this country has been independent for the last 40 plus years, and we have never really went after an agricultural project that would feed Bahamians. I believe that there will be growing pains in getting that project up and running. And these are just growing pains that we will get past, and we will make Bamsi a major success.
Bamsi opened in late 2014 with just over 40 students, most of whom were on government scholarship. Forbes said despite all of that, though, he still feels Bamsi is one of the more pivotal projects the government has done in this term.
We know that Bamsi will be completed, and we know that Bamsi will have an impact on this country that has never been seen before in agriculture anywhere in the Bahamas in the history of this country. I believe that what is happening with Bamsi is not only pivotal but important for our country moving forward, because I truly believe that if we do not learn how to feed ourselves, and it takes growing pains to get there, it doesn't happen overnight.
Since the government first announced plans to implement national health insurance, there have been varying opinions on the issue. Most of that concern has been focused on a proposed tax to fund NHI. But according to a recent COB study, many students, faculty, and staff are willing to fit the bill for the multi-million-dollar insurance scheme. However, many are also distrustful of what government would do with the money. Jasmine Brown has the breakdown in this report.
That survey revealed many of those who participated support universal health care and are willing to be taxed for it. COB Assistant Professor Randy Forbes, who heads COB's Banking, Economics and Finance Department, says the study was compiled by the Economic Society of the College of the Bahamas with a sample size of 390 people. Forbes says considering the noise in the marketplace over NHI and its funding, the group wanted to look at it in a more...
The introduction of NHI here in the Bahamas is a very important decision. It won't be an easy one, and even when it's implemented, it would not be easy to control. It's that everybody has an opinion, but the facts are being distorted or probably not looked at seriously. But we at the College of Bahamas, we tried to reduce that. So when we presented this panel discussion, we wanted to present the facts. People may not agree with it, but it's the facts, and the facts is different from your opinion.
ESO-COB President Keyshawn Bonamy, a second-year economics major at COB, and Treasurer Tanisha Porter, a second-year accounting major, both participated in the study. They said of the hundreds of students, faculty, and staff surveyed, over 78% said they thought NHI should be implemented, and over 80% said they favored some sort of taxation. ESO-COB President.
A large majority of people supported the implementation of NHI. That is a large majority of the survey takers. Followed by that, the leading cause for approval was they believed that NHI would make healthcare more affordable. They believe that implementing NHI would inevitably drive the cost of healthcare down so that it would be more accessible to all groups of Bahamians, regardless of age, income, or health status.
So I was surprised by the results. It was approving of NHI.
The study also stated that of those approving the program, more than half said it was because healthcare will be more affordable for households. Other significant percentages said they approve the program because more people will have access to health care. But on the other hand, just over 21% said they did not approve NHI because of a distrust of the government. Other factors were the feeling that health care would be too costly for taxpayers and that the current health care available is adequate. On the matter of financing NHI, 51.7% of those surveyed said they felt the money raised through value-added tax should be used to pay for NHI. Income, payroll, and other taxes were the financing of choice for other significant percentages as well.
Facts are an important part of any society. It's important that people in general be informed about well informed about the issues at hand, because it allows them to make better decisions in regards to these issues that may arise. And we want people, when they look at this study that we did. This wasn't no thing that they may have heard on the street. This isn't hearsay. This was done using a scientific method. This is what we came up with. This is the view. These are the views of those who responded, and it is clearly not an exact representation, but a near reflection of the college's attitudes towards NHI.
The ESO-COB survey included students, faculty, and staff of the College of Bahamas, and Forbes said his own testing suggested that the findings of the COB survey are indeed reflective of the wider community. Reporting for NB12, I'm Jasmine Brown.
Well, it appears more and more people are seeking employment at web shops. That's according to two executives from two different web shop brands. Erica Lang, the operations director at Percy's The Island Game, says since the announcement of which web shops would be granted a license, they've noticed an influx of people seeking employment.
There has been really big increase, and we're getting a higher level of prospective employees, qualified individuals that see the gaming industry as a way for Bahamians to expand their knowledge.
Lang says she's surprised at the high caliber of people with college degrees wanting to join the industry.
The industry involves IT and graphic design and digital media, things that were not readily available to Bahamians. It's there. We love Bahamians to come forward that do coding, that want to write new games so that we can actually use our own casino games, social media gaming, different things. And that's an opportunity for Bahamians that did not exist before.
FML Web Shop, A Sure Win, Chances Game, Paradise Games, Island Luck, Percy's Island Game, Asu Draw Plus Spin, and Bahama Dreams were the successful applicants for gaming licenses. Renita Cornish of Chances Games, which has 45 locations across the country and is still looking to expand, said they too have noticed an increase in people seeking employment at their web shops.
Yeah, you have more persons coming in to apply now that they're saying that, okay, we're regularized and this here is now legal, so you have more applications coming in.
Well, we know Renew Bahamas to be the company that manages the New Providence landfill, and in the wake of recent fires that outraged many southern and western New Providence residents, Renew officials are trying to show that the company does more than just manage the dump. If you've ever wondered what happens to your garbage once picked up from in front of your home, well, it's no longer taken to the city dump and allowed to just sit there. It's been 6 months since Renew Bahamas started recycling waste at the new power.
The waste comes in the reception area. As the load tips the waste, we have the excavator. Actually, will sit up right up on top of the plant, feed through the hopper, goes up a conveyor, and then I have some staff on the pre-sorting cabin. Actually, their job are responsible for picking out anything that's not recyclable at all, like heavy objects, different sorts of items.
And after that, the garbage goes through another conveyor for further separation.
The excavator takes it up through the pre-sorting line. They remove the large objects there that are not recyclable. It then goes through the trommel. The trommel is like a giant machine washer. What it does is that it separates the large, medium, and smaller items. Once that happens, it goes through onto 2 sorting lines, and that's where the recycling operatives, that's where they pick out the various different products. So whether it be your plastics, various streams of plastics, the cardboard, and then we have magnets at the back that remove the aluminum cans and the steel cans as well.
Head of Communications at Renew Bahamas, Andrew Knowles, said since the company started its recycling facility, things have been going fairly well, aside from the fires.
To date, we've shipped out about 300 containers of recycled material. That's equivalent to about 17 million pounds of product. We've been shipping them out all around the world, to the US, to China, Japan, India, various products.
And right now, as you can see, we have different kinds of grades here at this time. You have the jazz, the mixed color PET, what we call PET. You get the HTP colored, the HTP natural, the steel cans, and another set of jazz PET. And now I'm gonna take you over here where they tell you, where they bale everything, where we take everything. Where we get the payloader, drop it inside the conveyor, into the baler, compresses them together, and then make them, and they come out to be like that. And after it ready comes out, we have a forklift operator comes in, take it off of there, take it into the trailer, and loads it up.
There are 120 people employed at Renew Bahamas, 80 of whom work at the recycling plant. And while the Bahamas may not be known as a nation big on recycling, Knowles says the company is trying to change that.
Eventually, we hope to get to a level where we have people source separating at home, recycling at home. And so one of the things that we're looking at doing now is setting up community recycling depots around the country, because we find that a lot of people are interested in participating in doing this, but they really have no place to do it.
So just how much garbage is recycled on a daily basis?
Actually do 40 tons per hour, which is equivalent of 80 pounds per day. And normally our quota per day is like 5 containers per day.
When NB12 returns, Rastafarians push for the legalization of marijuana. The details are after the break.